In this video, I'll be going over my mid-month income report for Amazon, KDP, YouTube, and Etsy for June 1st to June 15th, 2025. So first, let's start with ads. I actually didn't run any ads, and I haven't run ads since August 2023 for Amazon KDP. And mostly just because I just don't have the extra time or money to devote to ads right now. Personally, that's just what's going on right now. I just really have a lot going on. However, I'm not against ads or anything like that. I think ads can be helpful. So moving on over to orders, I got 48 orders so far for June 1st to 15th, 2025. I currently have 270 books in my Amazon KDP dashboard. Once we get to the royalties page, I can go over what books actually did sell. Before we get to that, I do want to mention it looks like my highest day is 8 so far for June 9th, and then lowest being June 7th with 1. It looks like I do have a sale at least one book every day for June 1st to 15th, 2025, which is really, really cool. I don't think that's happened for a little while, so I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, it definitely varies throughout the month, but that's okay. That's completely normal. And again, these should all basically be like mostly all organic sales. And then before I move over to the royalties page, I do want to thank the sponsor for this video, which is Everbee. Everbee has so many different tools that they offer. They also have a new Everbee store, so I definitely recommend checking that out. And then also for their extension, they have many different tools you can use. So you got your shop right here, product analytics, shop analyzer, keyword research, profit calculator, favorites, learn, and then there's more with options. And then you can also search here. There's so many different tools that they offer. So if you search some sort of keyword or product, Everbee can show up how many monthly searches. You can click see more to get a ton more information if you'd like. One of my favorite tools that Everbee has is this profit calculator. So, for example, you can type in whatever your listing price is and then get your net profit. So, this is super helpful, especially if you're brand new to Everbee, in my opinion, or brand new to Etsy, because you might not know how to actually price your product and you want to make sure you're actually going to make money. So, just to do another example, because my products right now are digital downloads, so I don't have any sort of shipping cost, but you can add shipping cost if you have any products like that. And at some point, I may have products like that. I'm not really sure. And you can add discounts, you could add the cost of the item, you can add advertising, payment method, and you'll have your profit right here. So I highly recommend using this tool, especially if you're brand new to Etsy or in pricing, because you don't want to make your first sale and then actually lose money or break even. Like, you want to be making a profit and be getting money for all of your hard work. So I highly recommend checking this out. There's also an advanced tab here, so you can input more information if you'd like to. I'll have a link in the description below in case you're interested in checking out Everbee. And if you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to let me know in the comments. And again, Everbee does have this Everbee store, so I can add a link to this store as well in case you're interested in checking this new tool out too. So thank you again to Everbee for sponsoring this video, and now we can move on over to royalties. So for royalties, I got $106.76. And so far for June 1st to 15th, 2025, it looks like highest day is, I think it may be the 4th actually, which looks like around $15. Ninth is around like 13. Let's go back to orders. And wow, it's really interesting because I got less orders on that day, but I think what happened is I think we got, well, no, actually, I was going to say the price increase, but I don't think that happened yet. So it may have just been what types of books sold. The royalties may have been listed differently, or it could be what country the book sold in. Definitely can vary for sure. So they're very similar. But that's just really interesting to look at and see the difference between orders and royalties. And lowest looks like the 7th, which is probably around $1 or $2 or something like that. What books actually sold? So 3 different types of books sold for June 1st to 15th, 2025. All of them except for 2 are the scrapbook paper, craft paper pad niche. When I say except for 2, I mean as far as types of books go. I don't remember the quantities of all of them, but majority of books are the scrapbook paper, craft paper pad niche. And then another book that sold is a notebook, and I do think only one of those sold. And then also a coupon book, which I'm not sure how many of those sold, but those are the 3 different types of books that make up this current royalties of $106.76. And just to show the top 10 here, we got 42 books for the top 10 and then $95.41 for the top 10. So you definitely don't need to have hundreds of books to make money with Amazon KDP. You really just need one book in order to start making money. So I don't want anybody to be discouraged if they see that I currently have 270 books. A lot of those are notebooks or books that don't always sell or ones I created when I first started Amazon KDP. So they may not be the best as far as um, like quality and being able to search and find them and everything. So it's okay. You don't need to have hundreds of books to make money with Amazon KDP. I know it can be discouraging sometimes if you see people or notice income reports with hundreds of books. Some people even have over 1,000. So I just like to point that out to hopefully not discourage anybody from starting Amazon KDP if they'd like to. And then moving over to YouTube. YouTube has been very interesting. So currently this is for June 1st to 15th, 2025, 22.2K views, 144.7 watch time hours, 18 subscribers, and $14.96. Also 3 videos. I am starting to hopefully catch up between being sick, moving, a lot going on in my personal life, and then also my laptop breaking. I have a new laptop now since obviously I need to work somehow. So I got a new laptop and, had to wait for that to come in. I got very behind on a lot of things. So that's why there's already 3 videos here. And yeah, it's just because I'm trying really hard to catch up. But I'm so thankful and appreciative of everybody being so patient and understanding. So thank you. But what's really interesting about YouTube is this one video that I have that just keeps on doing really well, and I'm not complaining at all. I'm really happy about it. I do wish it was a long form video. However, it's this short, the import and edit PDFs using Canva tutorial from August 8th, 2022. Just all of a sudden just decided to have a lot of views. So that's where majority of the views are coming from. And you can see right here, just completely trends like upwards really high right there. And 97% are coming from YouTube search, but the revenue is low because this is a short. It's only 18 seconds long. But the views are really high. So this is just really interesting to me. And I'm really thankful for any sort of views and support and videos going up like that, if that made sense. But for the top content, the top 2 are shorts. And then we have the resize your KDP book cover and then shorts and then some more long form content. So it's kind of an interesting mix. And just to show my RPM, let's $7.52, which I think may be lower, but I'm not sure on that, what it has been. Yeah, you can see the top videos for income right now, and then the watch page ads and the shorts feed ads. So of course, getting paid less from the short than if it was a long form video. At least most of the time, that's how it works. So I do wish that it was a long form video taken off, but you never know, may happen at some point. But either way, I'm super grateful and thankful that I have a video that is doing really, really well. And any amount of views, I'm just so grateful for. So overall, pretty happy with Amazon KDP and pretty happy with YouTube. I think hopefully the revenue and these numbers should go up if I start posting consistently again. So really hoping with that. And then moving on over to Etsy. So I got, it looks like 8 visits, which is probably on the lower side than typical. Not entirely sure, but I don't run any ads for Etsy or for YouTube. Any sort of ads that would maybe run was I think I'm part of the Etsy offsite ads, but I don't run those. Etsy runs those. So that's nothing that I'm doing personally. I'm still getting used to this laptop, so that's why sometimes I might be a little slow or might just take a little bit longer to complete or do something. So there we go. Adjusted those to be bigger. And yeah, it says visits decreased 11% since 2024. But that's okay. I currently have 5 listings on Etsy, and they should be active right now. Sometimes they accidentally expire and then I have to go in there and redo them. I have a bunch of free listings from some sort of promo or referral program, I think. So that's why I don't have them on an auto renew, just to make sure I'm still using those free listings right now. And no revenue, but that's okay. Sometimes made sales, sometimes don't. It's okay. It's going to fluctuate. But overall, I'm pretty happy with all these incomes, especially since I haven't really been super consistent. And that's all right. Sometimes that happens and it's completely okay. It's also why I really love passive income, because even though I haven't really created a book in a while, from what I remember, I don't think I've created a book in a while, and I've been, not doing too much with YouTube or Etsy, still being able to get visits or revenue, books sold, things like that is really, really awesome. And I'm just so grateful and so thankful. And I don't say that to brag or anything, but any sort of extra amount of money is helpful. So I know it may not seem like a lot of money to some people, but over $100 or even $10, 20, 50, 150, like any amount of money is just really, really helpful and it all adds up. So I'd love to know how your businesses are going for you. And again, I want to thank Everbee for sponsoring this video. Please check out the links in the description below in case you're interested in Everbee. And if you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I greatly appreciate everybody's understanding and patience with everything that is going on right now, like with me not being super inconsistent and sometimes taking a little bit to respond to comments and things like that. Trying really hard to catch back up, and I think hopefully we are getting there. At least that's the plan, to be all caught up, hopefully soon. And yeah, I just really appreciate everybody being so patient with everything with that. So thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. I hope that you have a great day.